Hey, hello everyone. So today I've come up with another 4 digital SAT math questions that are relatively difficult, but I'm going to provide solution to. So the first question, it says a rectangle is inscribed in a circle such that each vertex of the rectangle lies on the circumference of the circle. The diagonal of the rectangle is twice the length of the shortest side of the rectangle. The area of the rectangle is 1089 root 3 square units. What is the length in units of the diameter of the circle? So let's just first draw this out. So there's a circle and a rectangle is inscribed inside the circle. And the question says that the diagonal of the rectangle is twice the length of the shortest side. So the shortest side is here, which is, let's just call it as A. Then the diagonal here would be 2A because it is twice the length of A. And that means that this is 90 degrees, and we could use Pythagorean theorem to calculate for the other length of the rectangle. And if you know, this is also like a similar triangle because it's 1 to the root 3 ratio, or you could use simple Pythagorean theorem to figure out that this length is root 3 times A. And since the area of the rectangle is 1089 root 3, the area of a rectangle is A times root 3A, which is 1089 root 3. If we simplify this, A squared equals to, the root 3 could cancel out, 1089. And you could use calculator to square root 1089, which gives us 33. And the question is asking for the diameter of the circle. And the diameter of the circle is this part, 2A. So, here. So 2A would equal to 66, which would be our final answer. The next problem is another geometry question where AB is root 34, AC is 3, and CE is 21. We know, first we could use Pythagorean theorem to find what the value of BC is, which is, if we find BC squared is equal to root 34 squared minus 3 squared, which is 34 minus 9 equals 25. So BC would equal to 5 because 5 squared is 25. Now, we're trying to find the area of ADE, so we need the angle, we need the length of DE. And to find this, we could use the similar triangles because triangle ABC is similar to triangle ADE because the length here, the angle here is the same, and the angle here is also the same. So this shows us that AC ratio to AE ratio is same as the ratio of BC ratio and DE ratio. And we know that AC is 3 and AE is 3 plus 21, which is 24. And this is equal to BC, which is 5, and DE is something that we want to find. And if we solve this, we multiply the inside, multiply the outside. So 3DE is equal to 120, right? So that means that DE is equal to 40. So now that we know that DE is equal to 40, we could calculate the area of ADE, which is 1 over 2 times AE, which is 24, times the height, 40, which would give us, this could be canceled out to 20, and if we plug into calculator, we get 480. And that would be our final answer. Our third question is another circle question. A square is inscribed in a circle. The radius of the circle is 20 root 2 over 2 inches. What is the side length of the square? So again, there's a circle, and now it's a square this time. The first question was a rectangle, but now it's a square. And it says the radius of the circle is 20 root 2 over 2. That means that the diameter is twice of this radius, which is just 20 root 2. And that could be the value from here to here, 20 root 2. And since the question says is a square, we know that the angle here is 45 degrees and here is 45 degrees. And this is obviously 90 degrees. And from this, we could use a special triangle because the special triangle for 45 degrees and 45 degrees, it is a 1:1 to root 2 ratio. So we could use this to find our side lengths of the square. We simply, since we know that the hypotenuse is 20 root 2, the side length would just equal to 20 root 2 divided by root 2, which is just 20. And that will be our final answer, which was just A. Really simple. And the last question, I just brought a algebraic advanced math question. And this requires the formula for solving quadratic. So the solution x squared plus 6x plus 7 equals 0 are r and s, where r is less than s. The solution for x squared plus 8x plus 8 are t and u, where t is less than u. The solutions to x squared plus 14x plus c, where is equals 0, where c is constant, are r plus t and x plus u. What is the value of c? So you just have to use the quadratic formula to figure out each of these variables. And the quadratic formula are 2a over minus b plus minus root b squared minus 4ac is the formula. And while this is the standard form where everything works, I would like to show you guys another formula to use when the coefficients of the x is all even. And that formula is a over minus b plus minus root b squared minus ac. This is when these are all even, and obviously this formula is much simpler because it doesn't have the denominator, because a is just ones. So let's use this formula to find r and s. So for x squared plus 6x plus 7 equals 0, using this formula, we could find that x is equal to minus 3. Oh, I'm sorry. The formula for this is b over 2, because this is also b over 2 squared minus ac. So using this formula, it would be minus 3 plus minus root, squaring the negative 3 would be 9, minus just ac, which is 7 over 1. So we know that r is equal to minus 3 minus root 2, and s is equal to minus 3 plus root 2. Let's try another one with this equation. Using this formula, we get x equals half of negative b, which is negative 4, plus minus root squaring the negative 4 is 16, minus 8 times 1 is 8, which gives us negative 4 plus minus root 8, which is also equal to negative 4 plus minus 2 root 2. So from this, we know that t is equal to negative 4 minus 2 root 2, and s is equal to, and u is equal to negative 4 plus 2 root 2, because t has to be less than u. So we have the third equation, x squared plus 14x plus c equals 0. And this has the x and y value, 2x, that are r plus t and s plus u. R plus t is equal to -3 minus root 2, -4 minus 2 root 2, which is -7 minus 3 root 2. And we also have s plus u, which is equal to -3 plus root 2, and -4 plus 2 root 2, which gives us -7 minus plus 3 root 2. And these are our x values for this equation. In other words, we could rearrange this so that it is x plus 7 plus root 3 root 2 and x plus 7 minus 3 root 2, so that x value becomes these two. And solving this, we could just multiply this and this value to get c. So c is equal to 7 plus 3 root 2 and 7 minus 3 root 2, which gives us 49 plus 21 root 2 minus 21 root 2 and minus 18, because 3 root 2 and -3 root 2 becomes 3 times 3 is 9 times 2, which is just 18. And this obviously cancels out. It's a difference of squares. And 49 minus 18 is just 31. And that would be our final answer. Now this question was kind of complicated with the quadratic formula and roots, but all in all, it was not that hard in terms of the concepts that was used. I just wanted to show that this quadratic formula works when the b value or the coefficient of x is all even. And yep, thanks for watching today's video, and I'll come back with another hard digital SAT math video. Thank you.